Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. On 1st and 10, Tannehill.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's good for a Tennessee Titans.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Tannehill now to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. That's Samuel caught left side. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 1 now. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. Do you see the coverage off the receiver? Doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking long for Thomas. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Heineke to throw for it on 4th down.
And he finds McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 54 yards.
And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
Now Tannehill with a little touch pass to his wideout.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
They snap it to Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Gibson again.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Heineke.
And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Going quickly out to the right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
A give running right, Gibson.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
Commanders 14, Titans nothing. Joey Sly to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message.
Tannehill intercepted again. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions.
Pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes. Roger McCreary in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Heineke to throw it.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Now after the sack, Heineke and the Washington offense going to face a tough 3rd and long. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
Commanders 21, Titans nothing. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here we go on fourth. Tannehill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Off play action, Tannehill. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Out to his left. Airing it out deep for Woods. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And now a sneak, Tannehill. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Tannehill keeps on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Ryan Tannehill in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. 1 second, all that remains. Final play of the half here, Heineke.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Henry running right. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A two-score lead down to one now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Deliver and accept it. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 1st and 10, Heineke. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Throw left side caught here by the tight end Bates.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Gibson.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Gibson.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
Commanders 28, Titans 14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it again with Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he stopped immediately there. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Robert Woods on the receiving end of that toss from Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Bullock good on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long.
To throw is Heineke.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
4th down, Heineke.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Washington. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed Old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And they'll put up the stop sign there, as his guys will get it at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That's complete to Treylon Burks. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Here's Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. First down, Heineke.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Throwing on second and long.
Heineke.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
He's got room at the 30.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. In motion left goes a tight end.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Heineke. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
Let's go.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Now Heineke on 4th down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 26 yards.
And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
42, Titans 21. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball.
Robert Woods, the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Heineke now looking to throw on first down. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Heineke. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick.
And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door.
Pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
Heineke's throw complete there to Thomas. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, 47 yards. And the Commanders tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you